Hi, good afternoon. This is Gina Brooks with the Produce Human Resources Department. Do you see me? I know you see me. I'm in this video and you're looking at me, and if you've ever seen me in person, I'm a pretty big bird, so it'd be difficult to not see me. But when someone says, "Do you see me?" what do you think they mean by that? And that's what we're going to talk about today in this video. I usually start off all my articles and videos with a quote, and so today's quote is from Marianne Williams, and it's very short and to the point. And she says, "Our deepest need is to be seen." I don't care if you're a leader or if you're a worker bee, we all need to be acknowledged and we all need to be seen. It's a human innate need to contribute, meaning that each and every one of us wants to be able to put something on the table. Why is it important to acknowledge and see people? Well, it's important because sometimes you don't know how your words could uplift someone at a time where they really needed to hear you. And my experience is the perfect example. This last week I really had a difficult couple of days, and I had a hard time finding a topic to write for my Monday moment. And honestly, come the weekend was usually when I work on it so I can have it ready for you guys on Monday. And I just needed a break. So I just kind of took some me time and just to reflect on some things that were happening in my life or bothering me, and so I kind of put it to the wayside and didn't feel like I was probably in this greatest state of mind to try to motivate you all. But interestingly, when Monday came and went, I started receiving emails. And when I write these, I don't always get a lot of feedback. I do occasionally get feedback, which is wonderful and so appreciative, but I don't always know how you guys are feeling when you read one of my Monday moments, or how you feel when you watch one of my videos. Is it impacting you? Is it giving you something to chew on? I don't really know. I hope, and that's my goal, but when you don't get feedback, you don't necessarily know. So I didn't really think if I didn't do a Monday moment that it was a big loss. I mean, we obviously have a lot of other things going on, so I figured, no one would really notice. But instead, I got phone calls and emails from staff wanting to know where the Monday moment was. And I just want to take a minute, I won't name names, but to just read a few, because when I started getting them, and I might get a little teary-eyed because it's touching and it means a lot to me personally, and also just as a leader. We even need to be motivated by you guys. We are human beings and we're all trying to stay strong and be here for you guys, and sometimes we need you, and you guys came to bat for me. You really, really did. And I honestly don't think I've ever been so touched by some of the messages I received. And I just want to read a few of them to you if you guys don't mind. One email I received, it says, "Touching. I think this Monday moment is your best one by far. Just saying. I know I don't tell you often or enough, but I am listening and watching you. I'm very proud of you. Your willingness to share your thoughts and feelings the way you do is a gift." Another one, that was after I decided to actually do the Monday moment, because initially I wasn't going to do it, and I had received a few emails asking about it, like this one. It says, "Hope you and your family are doing well. I missed my Monday morning story. Is that in the works? I just need great reading material. Thank you." And it's funny because I really didn't think that anyone would notice, frankly. And when I received that one on Tuesday, it actually motivated me to write one. And just knowing that you guys are looking forward to it gave me the motivation to actually finish one. And as well as the videos, I received a really lovely email regarding my last video about how to deal with stress in the workplace. And it said, "Great video, Gina. You do such a great job. You had me laughing so hard, especially about when you ran into your ex at the store." Yeah. I love that you are so down to earth and real in your videos. We are going to learn so many things about ourselves during and after the COVID shelter in place. For instance, we have been forced to learn about new technology like Zoom, Google Hangout, and other distance learning technologies. We are quickly becoming adaptable to whatever the demands are. We are still coming to work with a grateful heart and smiles because we feel lucky to still have a job to go to. We still have a paycheck coming in while others are worried about their next meal. We have a lot to be thankful about, and considering considering the circumstances our country is in, keep sharing and posting your stories. I think this is just the beginning of something really special for you. I mean, what a kind email, but what I also commend this employee on her appreciation for what we're going through and finding positivity in such a difficult time and looking at what we can gain and learn from this experience. So seeing that staff are understanding how important Produce's mission is to serve people and the sacrifices our staff, and I know many of you watching, are making is incredible. And honestly, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you for coming to work. And it's scary times, and knowing that your heart is so into our mission and getting messages of hope like this and encouragement towards me, for me, as well as other leaders, is very, very important. I remember a time in my career where I didn't get a lot of positive criticism or critique about my work, mostly as a writer. Basically, I had been told that that's probably not the type of work I should be in as a writer. And thankfully, I had another leader that told me to not give up, to keep going and keep working on your writing. And honestly, I can't disagree that my 24-year-old self wasn't the best writer. But one thing that I learned out of that experience is that when I became a leader, that I was going to attempt everything I can to build up my employees, to ensure that the gifts and passions that they have, that we can apply them to the work that they do. And honestly, when I started working on my self-worth and my self-esteem, the one thing that built me up was the ability to express myself through writing. And I know that if you read my writing, if you put a red pen to my writing, there's probably a lot of grammar errors, there's probably typos occasionally, but the truth of the matter is I am working every single day to get better at writing, and to have you acknowledge me that something that I'm putting out there means something to you has encouraged me and encourages me to continue writing. And if you have a passion and you have something that you love, or someone that has a passion or something that they love, take a minute out to do what these incredible employees did for me this week. Just by sending a simple email and picking up the phone and saying, "Hey, I missed what you do that means something to you," helps someone like me say, "Okay, I'm worth it. I'm contributing to society somehow, or I'm contributing to Proteus, or I'm motivating as a leader." So when you take a second out to acknowledge your coworkers or even your supervisors, because honestly, we're all human. And I think sometimes people aren't generous with compliments. It's almost like some people think they're robbing themselves of glory by giving acknowledgement to others, when in the reality is we're actually building people up to be better contributors to society and to maybe become motivators to other people. Because I do what I do to motivate you. But what I learned today and yesterday from the emails and phone calls I got was that I'm not the motivator. You guys are the motivators. You are who motivates the leaders to lead and learn and do better. Because if I did not hear from you guys and if I did not get that positive encouragement, I don't know if during those difficult moments where my self esteem and my self worth aren't great, or I'm having a bad week, or something terrible happened, that I would feel compelled to continue to contribute. So, my point is today, let's really look at each other. Let's see one another. Let's ask about each other and see what passions and ambitions we each have and acknowledge them. And it only takes an email or a phone call or a high five. Well, maybe not an air hug, I guess now, or air high five. I guess we have to change everything now, don't we? But I guess my point is that it only takes a second to change someone's attitude, to change their trajectory. Because I honestly, at times, question like where I want to go with my writing. I've always dreamed of being a writer. I've always dreamed of writing a novel. And one of the things that has helped me practice is writing these Monday moments for you guys. And so to get your positive feedback truly has encouraged me in ways that I don't know if I could put into words how much it meant to me. Because when I went home that night after receiving all of those emails and calls, I teared up because I was so overwhelmed with gratitude that it just, I couldn't be more proud to be your HR director. I could not be more proud to be a leader of this organization. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Until next Monday. And I promise you, you keep encouraging me, and I'll keep writing. So thank you all so much, and have a great day.